Morning guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video on the Fiat 500 abarth. As you could tell in the beginning of the video, I'm happy we have aqua which means we can clean everything down now and get this painted. I've got a few bits to do. I've got to glue the wing mirror cover and the petrol cap onto one of my stands. I use a hot glue gun for awkward bits that you need to hold. I don't know if I've shown that before, but I'll probably show you. I want to strip down my wet and wet gun, give it a quick clean, make sure everything's spick and span in here, and then we can start hitting this with some paint and yeah, get this one wrapped up. So I'll see you in a bit. I'm going to go get ready.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust.
Here we go guys. So, cheap old glue gun, just a hot glue gun. What I'll do is I'll put a bit of glue on top of me bit of metal from a panel stand, and then literally plonk that on now. And that'll glue to there, and when you want to remove it, spray a bit of solvent panel wipe on it and it comes straight off. Won't damage anything, won't do anything. So like the petrol cap, what I'm going to do is put a bit of hot glue on this hinge, on the hinge bit, and then stick it straight on there, and then we'll be able to hold that there and paint that. So yeah, nice and simple, easy little thing. I'll probably be able to show you on here. So all I do, I don't know if it's quite hot enough yet. Squirt some hot glue on there, like so. And bear with, I'm trying to do this one-handed. And literally, we're gonna plug that on there. Hold it there for a little bit, like so. And that's it, it's done. Then that'll stay there, be able to paint that no problems. And then the same again with this. Have to move it around here, I ain't got much lead left on here. So, same thing again. Squirt a bit of jollop on there, like so. Turn it around. It's got to go that way. And then I'm going to want it like so. And you just hold it there for a little bit. And when that goes off, like so, that's now stuck to that. No dramas, bit of panel wiper removed that. And then we'll slide that back in that one now, like that. And now I can get to that and paint that. So, nice little top tip there, in case some of you don't know anything about that, and you do use panel stands and paint regular. Yeah, hot glue gun does the job nicely, cheap and cheerful. Turn that off, let that cool down. Right, what have I got to do now? I can't even remember. Cleaned down, done that. Let's get my wet and wet gun cleaned out, and then we'll come and start panel wiping all of this lot and getting ready. See you in a sec.
Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll
go. Here we go. She's all cleaned up now, ready to go. Last time I used it for that blue base coat on the blue Fiesta that I had, and it was spraying like a dog. So I needed to give it a quick strip down and sort out. It was a bit mucky in there. Not terrible. I do normally take my guns to bits and scrub them, but sometimes in between jobs you just give them a little wash through and that's it. But obviously I'd neglected this one and not give it stripped down and a proper clean up. So that's all spraying good now. This has been demoted to my wet and wet primer gun. I went out and bought another Iwater Supernova, which I'm going to use for 2K now. But yeah, still cracking gun. By no means are they rubbish. I've got my limited edition one there for base coat. I've got another limited edition GTI Pro Light for clear coat, and I've got loads of other clear coat guns. I haven't actually decided what gun to use to do this car with. I was half thinking about getting me phaser out. I've got a few guns that I need to use more to get familiar with them, but because I'm not in a booth every single day painting day in day out, I don't get as much gun time as lots of other painters. So yeah, I quite like the Supernova, the finishes I'm getting with that. I quite like the way that sprays at the moment. But yeah, I mean, I've got the new DV1 Clear in there as well, which I've only used a couple of times as well. So yeah, I'll make my mind up. What we're going to do is panel wipe all this lot now, get all this ready. We'll tack it off, we'll knock up some wet and wet and start getting some paint on this. See you in a bit.
Through the highways till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll
There we go. That's all the wet and wet done. That's had a good 15 minutes to flash off. Let me just turn this fan off, it's noisy. This is my 4:1 MIPA primer. On the tech sheet, if you mix it at 3:1 and 20%, you can use it as a wet and wet primer. It's the first time I've ever used it as a wet and wet primer, and it's gone on really well, to be fair. I usually use MIPA's dedicated wet and wet primer, but I'm probably going to do this from now on because I've always got primer in stock and that's the primer that I use. So only thing I will say is this seems to be very dusty compared to the other one, so it's going to need a blooming good tack. So I'm just going to run around this all now, tack it all down. We'll knock some base coat up and start painting it. See you in a bit. There we go, guys. That's 3 coats of base coat down. Looking quite nice, to be fair. Just giving this a longer than normal flash off. It's had about 15 minutes so far. I'm going to give it another 5 or 10 minutes before I started, and it was clear coat. I made my mind up. I'm going to use my salvage phaser. That's the 55 RP one. This is their newest rendition of a phaser. If you're a painter, you'll know exactly what it is. It's designed by Porsche or something. But, they are a really nice gun. I'm not feeling that. That's why I ain't used it much. But yeah, they're quite expensive, depending on where you go. I've seen them anything up to £1,000, to be fair. But yeah, they're not a cheap bit of kit. But I've decided so we're going to have a go with this. Get some clear coat on this. I'm going to give that another 5 minutes or so. We'll come back in, tack rag it down, and then we'll smash some clear coat on it. See you in a sec. There we go, guys. She's all done. As you noticed on the second coat, I changed over to my eye water. I wasn't happy with how that sat. I was laying it down. It was coming out more of like a German style orange peel. I think I just prefer the way that my eye water lays it down. This door looks a bit more peely because of the other one. I just couldn't get on with the Satter. Rear quarter looks alright. I have noticed a little tiny bit of a wavy bit up the top there, but in general, for how bad that was, I'm quite happy with that. I think I'll get away with that. Look, she looks alright. Not too shabby. Yeah, it's really weird. I just can't get on with that Salvage for some reason. I felt the same way the last couple of times I've used it, so I'll probably sell that one. A couple of bits of soot. The wing's got some soot in it. We'll have to flat and polish this, but it don't look too terrible. Yeah, happy with that. Plenty good enough. Should look quite nice when it's done. Get it all put back together. Hopefully my colour's a good match for the rest of the car. It's going to look a bit odd up against the bonnet, but it should be fine. She lovely. Oh, I'm glad that's done. So there we have it, guys. She's all wrapped up. I'm going to get my heater on, bake this off for a little bit longer, and yeah, hopefully we get this all fitted back up tomorrow. Get it out the door, get it on my mate's ramp, get the suspension changed over, and then I'll drag it in and flat and polish it when I get a chance. I've got logbooks came back for the blue Fiesta that I've done. I've just got to flat and polish that. I've just had the rear subframe bushes changed because they were squeaking, quite common on them little Fiestas. Got Lee to sort that out for me. So I'm going to flat and polish that, give it a final check over, and then that's ready to go up for sale. The green one I got, logbook's back for that. Can't remember what that needs, to be honest. I'm going to get Lee to give it a good check over and go from there with the green one. This one, they sent me the form back for the logbook. My mistake, I forgot to put the bloody VIN number on the form. So I couldn't obviously unbag it today, so I need to get this done. So tomorrow when I unbag it, I'll fill the form out and send the logbook back off. The logbook form, I mean. Yeah, once this is all built back up, panels back together, suspension on, we've got an airbag light on this one to have a look into, probably from previous damage, and that interior just needs a good clean. It's a bit of wear on the steering wheel, and it looks like they were driving it with rings and it scratches the top of it. So yeah, we've got a few bits to do, but we've got plenty more to get cracking with. I'm thinking about grabbing, I've got a grey Fiesta that I bought, needs a rear panel pulling on it and sorting out. Thinking about grabbing that in next after this one, fix that. I'm going to smoke around in the grey Fiesta for a bit. I think I'm going to sell my little Fiesta van that I've got. I need something a little bit bigger, so I'm going to bomb around in the grey Fiesta for a while, sell my white one, and find a transit or something like that. And then I think we've got to drag Cosy in, salt roof lining, get a windscreen put in it, and probably get the smart repairs done on the seats and the dash, and then the Cosy can go up, and then we can get back to work on the Renault. Poor old girl sat there. I'm a bit delayed. I know loads of you keep asking. I've got to keep the pennies coming in to pay the bills. This ain't earning me nothing at the moment, obviously, so I've got to do the odds and sods, and life gets in the way, and you've just got to crack on. So we will get to the Renault, don't worry, it will be happening. Got a few bits to sort out. We'll keep them pennies coming in along the way, and yeah, it'll all be good. So that's enough of me waffling today. We're done. As always, massive thanks for watching, and if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you all very soon on the next one. Stay safe and be lucky.